I want to move on to something that is very controversial, and you actually have some hands-on experience testing this. I guess we should call it a theory at this point, which is electroculture. It's gained a lot of attention over recent years. Can you kind of break it down for us? What is electroculture, and what was your experiment that you did?
Okay, so several years ago, I saw the craze that was overtaking Instagram and social media about this electroculture. And it was the first I'd ever heard of it, was on the social media. And so I thought, okay, so you essentially wind some copper wire in a certain direction, and you harness atmospheric energy with this copper wire, and it pumps it into the ground. Now, what exactly? Okay, so that's it, basically, the effect. All right, so the copper wires, some people use crystals and things like this. And the thought is to harness atmospheric energy. Okay. Now, for someone like me, that is not nearly a good enough explanation. Okay. So as soon as I saw this, I thought, wait a second. So what? Okay. So many questions there was. Okay. So what is harnessing? If it's harnessing the atmospheric energy, what is it doing? How is it increasing? What does it do to the soil? It's pumping some kind of current into the soil. And what does this do to the microorganisms? Does it speed them up? And so if the copper antenna, how is it harnessing any more atmospheric energy than the plant already does itself? It's already the perfect antenna, the perfect conductor between, sky and earth is the plant. And so the perfect grounding. So I said, okay, now, then I was learning how to make them. So I said, all right, well, the grower in me, the Humboldt grower in me, of course, that says, hey, if it's going to give us even 1 gram more yield, then we're going to do it, whatever it is. And so we need to see if this is going to work. Now, of course, vegetable gardening is not that high stakes. But my spirit was, I was schooled there in that type of school, where it was like you had to make the yields really worthwhile and stuff. But still, the same mindset I approach everything with now in growing. And so I said, okay, well, how do I make them? And they're talking about, well, you have to wind the copper wire, and the taller, the better. Okay. And you have to place them at certain corners of the garden. Now, immediately I was like, okay, look, I know that if this had any validity to it, them boys in Humboldt would have been they would buy stock in copper mines, and there would be truckloads, there would be dump truckloads of copper, and they would be so tall you wouldn't be able to see the top. Okay. If it increased even 1 gram of yield, that's what everybody would have been doing. Okay. But yet no one practiced any type of electroculture. I never heard a word about any of it. So I was like, all right, well, so I went ahead and, gave it the shot, even though I pretty much knew, because it doesn't make any sense on any level whatsoever. Soil science, biology doesn't make a slightest shred of sense. And so, but I tried. I gave it a fair try, what I consider a fair try. So I made the antennas just like the guy that sells the antennas. Okay. He's selling the antennas on his YouTube channel, of course. And so I made them just like the ones that he sells, and put them all over the garden, and did nothing different. Did nothing different. And I know that I wasn't accidentally doing, favoring one or the other, because of the vast amount of experience that I have with this exact, caring for plants. And so the season went by, and there was just obviously absolutely zero difference whatsoever. I mean, so that settled it, even though my logic already settled it. That settled it. There was nothing, and I'm telling, this is coming from someone that I can tell the difference between if an aerated compost tea had fish fertilizer in it or not by how robust the plants respond. You just learn that thing over time. You just learn the way the plants speak, and there was nothing, zero. So that settles it to me.
That's interesting. Yeah, a while back, I had to pull up the episode here. 9 months ago, I had a guy who was regarded as an expert on this podcast, and he's big into it. And to be honest with you, a lot of stuff went over my head when I was listening into it. But I wanted to bring him on and give him a voice, and because it does seem to be a small community around electroculture. It's interesting to have you on here and express what you had seen from your experience and how it didn't work for you. So I didn't think it would work. just kind of thinking about it and hearing all this stuff. And like you mentioned, if it did work, there'd be towers in Humboldt County. It just tons of people doing it everywhere. And it hasn't really spread that wide. Now, maybe it's because, that expert had mentioned that it's got to be 20 feet in the air in order for it to work. And a lot of folks are just putting it straight into the ground. I don't know. But either way, yeah, I figured I'd mention that one.
The thing is that once you dial in the fundamentals and you stop focusing on magic pills like electroculture, and you focus on the soil food web and nutrient cycling and how plants actually, the 5 things plants need: light, water, air, nutrients, and it all has to happen at the right temperature. When you master those, then you don't need it. I mean, you can't get better than amazingly perfect, so you don't need any like magical pill. But it caught on for a while because it's a sort of Western mindset of, well, just take a pill, instead of like actually having to diet or exercise or any of that kind of stuff. Just stick some copper in the ground. You don't got to learn about nutrient cycling and compost and all that work, fish fertilizer and stuff. Just put some copper in the ground. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, guys.
I wish it was that easy. It would be nice.
Yeah. I mean, our ancestors would have found that out a long time ago, whose lives depended upon food.
This clip is brought to you by VivoSun. Use discount code MrGrow15 to save on any of their gardening products. Go to the full episode by clicking the outro card here, or click the link in the description section below. Catch you in the next video.